Hello, and welcome back to the Dokkan battle video. So we have EZA STR VIDEL here. She is quite good. This is the kind of build I have for her right now. If I get one more dupe of her, I will probably switch about 6 of this additional into dodge, just to swap that around real quick. I only have one, that's why I didn't quite do it yet. And she is fully linked level 10 here, so we're going to go ahead and take her into an event and see how she does. I do think she is quite good. Y'all have seen this team setup before. It's basically the setup I've been running, except for replacing Videl with replacing Kefla with Videl, right? Nothing really changing too much here. Videl doesn't have any like intro animations or anything like that, so we don't really have to worry about anything. She's gonna be in slot 7. That sucks. But what are you gonna do, right? You kind of just gotta roll with what we have. Videl, I think, is quite good, right? We're gonna like. Oh, thanks, Tech UI. We're gonna just kind of attempt to make her as strong as possible here. Now, do keep in mind that specifically on the Roshi team, which is her only real 200% team right now, she is also on Yamcha's, but like you're not running Yamcha in this day and age as your leader skill, right? The big thing about Videl is that she doesn't really have a whole lot of 200% teams, and the fact that this team, that I think is probably her best 200% team, does not have access to a Gohan yet. Right? Technically there is if you run the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, right? The exchange unit, but they're kind of really old. So we don't really have access to any like Gohan, Great Saiyaman, anything like that. I think in the future we could easily get a Great Saiyaman, right? 1 and 2, potentially. That could be on Pepe Gal's, kind of basically like a premium version of the exchange card. I could easily see us getting that. But as of right now, specifically on this team, we are unable to transform because Gohan's not on any of Roshi's categories. So we were pretty much just waiting for a Pepe Gal or something that has Gohan in it some way, shape, or form. Potentially even a new Videl that like can swap with Gohan or something like that. Anything at all that we can get Gohan on some sort of team with him, with her. That'd be really nice. But I think this is probably her best team, even though there is no Gohan on it. Just because I think it's just going to work really well. There's a whole lot of support flowing. I do not have Videl's true best linking partner, which is actually Bunny Bulma. Currently, in my personal opinion, that's probably her best partner, and I don't have her, right? Bunny Bulma should be featured on the Pepe Gal banner that's going to be dropping in about like a week or so. So there's that. And some people might be like, oh, why do you say that? And that's because like in the news, right, it says that some characters featured on this banner should be featured on an upcoming banner, is what it says, right? In the actual news, when the banner information was shown. So that's obviously referring to Bunny Bulma and not Roshi, right? So I'm probably gonna do a couple summons on that. Hope I get Bunny Bulma from there because I'm not summoning on the Roshi banner anymore. I don't need it. I don't need anything to do with that. Okay, so we have Videl's first turn here. We're just gonna link her up with a regular Bulma. 200k defense is not great, to say the least. She does have 70% damage reduction, or not damage reduction, dodge chance, and then she is going to be getting additional attacking defense every time she dodges. So we're going to see what that looks like here. With Bulma support up, bumps up to 250. She will take damage if she gets hit by a normal. Like, that's just inevitable. Let's see. Okay, cool. She dodges. That, I believe, gives us a guaranteed crit, right? For the turn. That was 9 million at the start. Okay. And then here's another additional. I believe that is her super attack from being in slot 1 and 2, and then she can do another one from hidden potential system, which was a normal. Okay, not bad, not awful, definitely not bad at all. Can't really hate on that. I think she's gonna stack up her attack and defense really fast. Of course, if I had Bunny Bulma, right, she would be getting an additional like 50% attack and defense from like her passive, plus the fact that Bunny Bulma also shares money with Videl, which does give her 20% defense. Like, Videl has a lot of defensive links, but she has Cold Judgment, she has money, right? She has a lot of those links. It's just, it's kind of hard to get those active, which I'm telling you, if we get, I think we could easily get a Great Saiyaman Dokkan Fest. Like I think optimally, it's Great Saiyaman 2 that transforms into Great Saiyaman 1, right? That exchanges into Great Saiyaman 1. And then you give them stuff like money, Cold Judgment, that kind of stuff. You give them those links, and you're very quickly going to see Videl would become really good once you have those kind of links up, because like it just makes a very large difference in her stats. So I'd be interested to see like what kind of like units get dropped in the future. Now, some people might say, oh, that's probably going to be like a really unhyped Dokkan Fest, and I think, yeah. I think post-worldwide, if they drop a Great Saiyaman 2 that exchanges the Great Saiyaman 1 Dokkan Fest, I'd be completely fine with that. Make them a new Defender of Justice leader, right? And we're cooking, right? Plus, that's a special pose buff for stuff like Toppo and Ginyu. I would easily be happy with that, right? I would have zero complaints about that at all. Peppy Gal's buff, special pose buff, make a Defender of Justice leading into potentially the last hero celebration we're ever going to get, right? I think that would make a whole lot of sense and would just work. So that's my personal wish, right? For a new Dokkan Fest, to buff Videl and a bunch of other teams as well. Obviously, who knows what they're going to do, right? But it'd be nice. It definitely would be nice. So this next turn, we're going to get to see Videl alongside both Roshi and Bulma. There's going to be a lot of support for Videl. Now, do keep in mind for Videl, right? She does actually have another link with Roshi. I don't know exactly what link it is, just because I can't read Japanese, right? But she gets an attack link with Roshi. I believe it's like a 20% attack link, right? That's this, right? Or 15%. I think this is what? Infighter or something? Wait, I have no idea. But yeah, I think that is Infighter because Cellmax has it, which is a 15% attack link, which, like, cool, right? We can get that, but I also don't want to. I don't care for that at all. I think she's going to do enough damage already. This should help build up her dodges if she dodges every single one of these. And what does she look like here? Her defense? 370k. Not amazing, but with 70% dodge, we kind of just take those. But she's going to get hit here. Okay, that's ouch. Dodge this. Okay, cool. So we have her full passive active for slot 1. 15 million. A guaranteed crit with guaranteed basically 3 super attacks. I mean... yeah, I mean, you can quickly see where she can kind of start cooking, but you also can see where she could get cooked. And we get a hit with system additional normal again. I'm just saying. We kind of take those. I'm basically comparing her in my mind to Kefla. And Kefla in these exact same scenarios, her defensive ability is pretty much the same, right? The only difference is Kefla requires not rainbow orbs, but just like orbs in general to be able to do the kind of stuff that we're seeing right now from Videl. So I'm like, is that even that bad, right? Because if Videl's just doing that, right, without her build-up, we kind of just... actually, that was her fully built up. Yeah, I don't know. I think we just kind of take those. And now we're going to have Videl with a bit of the buff from this. All right, the domain buff. I am going to pop this. I'm not going to play the animation for you guys, because like, I don't feel like... y'all seen the domain enough. Especially if you're on global, you like just got access to him, and you're able to use the domain yourself now. So we're going to do this. They shouldn't kill. Actually, they might, but they shouldn't. But this will give Videl a bit of extra stats, and then next turn, we're going to pop the Roshi active, and then just see what kind of stats they're looking like. I think Videl should do some pretty impressive damage numbers, for sure, right? I don't know how high they're going to be, but they should be pretty decent. Like, all things considered, I'm expecting great things from this. I just hope that the UIs don't kill. They might. They very well might. Like, to be honest with you. The UIs on this Roshi team go kind of stupid, right? They go kind of crazy. Now, I debated hopping into a different event, right, with Majin Buu Saga, right, just to show off Videl's costume change. But realistically, like, we probably should get the animation in the video, like, honestly. But, no, I'll think about it. And mainly, I just want to, like, show off Videl in these kind of, like, different little events. Maybe we go into, like, an infinite stage event on, like, stage, like, 12. like turn, like, 12, 13, next to a Gohan or something. And see if she can have some decent-looking stats. The only thing is, right, Majin Buu Saga doesn't really have a whole lot of good support units. Besides Kid Buu. And... I don't know, I feel like that'd be kind of weird. But, I mean, I guess we could do it. Alright, just show it off anyway. Please don't kill him. Thanks. Alright, cool. So there's going to be Videl with the domain buff, with Roshi's active skill buff, with potentially... I think we should have Bulma's active up as well. We can do that and just pump everything into Videl, see what she looks like. We ever... Oh, okay, yeah, we do. Alright, let's just pop both of these real quick and then see what she's looking like. Do we put her in slot 2 just to see? What's her stats? Okay, okay. Thinking we could give her 15% more attack if we put her in slot 2 next to Roshi, but like, let's just do it normally, like how you would typically do it. 'Cause I think slot 2 is like the only slot that you don't want to run Videl in, because that's just asking to die. She has no defensive mechanics in slot 2. All right, so let's see here. Please get a hit. Okay, no, she's not getting hit. But let's see. What's her damage number looking like? 25 million. Guaranteed crit, by the way. Yeah. And then into a 26. And then she can do another one. And that could have been even higher if she would have gotten hit. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go into like a Majin Saga team and like go to like an infinite turn event and then see how high of stats we can get Videl to look like here. Alright, so we're back and we're on turn 11 with Videl here. Now, she's been able to stack up quite a bit next to Tech Ultimate Gohan. Now, the only thing about running these two together, right, is that Videl only gets Fierce Battle as an offensive link from Gohan. She doesn't get anything else besides Cold Judgment, right, for 25% defense. So, technically, you can consider this as more of like a defensive rotation for Videl, but at the same time, I don't really feel like it does her point justice. So let's go ahead and just pop her costume change, and let's see if she can hit some pretty decent numbers with some support here. Alright, thanks Videl for getting a haircut. So now she loses a significant portion of her defense, but also gains the ability to have way higher attack stats. So let's go ahead and see just what kind of numbers she hits here. I want to avoid getting the Dokkan attack, actually. We already got it anyway. Okay, whatever. Get hit by one of these, Videl? Okay, no, she doesn't. I'm not going to do this. 20 million is what she gets down there. I realized one thing that as I was stacking her up, right? Her attack stats don't get that crazy unless she is getting hit, right? If she's not getting hit, she's not getting the like stupid massive offensive buff, right? That really takes her damage from like these 20 million attack stats to potentially over like 30 million, right? And she only did the 2 for some reason. Why did she only do 2? She dodged. Oh, because one of them is from getting hit, right? One of them's from getting hit, and then she didn't get the hit attention system additional. So she could have done potentially 4 guaranteed crit, roughly 20 to 30 million attack stat supers, which I guess is like pretty cool. And we got to see her unit super attack, right? So like, I just don't think this is something that's like worth going out of your way for, just because it doesn't really help her at all, and it doesn't really do anything else, right? Maybe if like you're already in a position where you're gonna kill and you can like comfortably put her in slot 3, right? Maybe, sure, yeah, you can go ahead and do that, and Videl will get you the final blow there, but I don't think you're ever gonna want to be in her costume change, nor are you ever gonna be in a position where you're gonna be on her optimal setup with a costume change available. So anyway, that's Videl. Let me know how you guys feel about her in the comments down below, where you would rank her on your actual personal EZA TUR list, but me personally, I think she's probably like 2nd or 3rd best TUR, so that's pretty good. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.